Hey y'all, welcome back to So It Is. My name is Mook. I'm only jumping in here real quick because this is for a specific reason. So, over these past few weeks, right, I have been trying to come up with um like clear direction in what I was gonna do or what I was moving towards. And um in my spiritual life, I had been trying to make a decision that was gonna fit me mentally, physically, emotionally, astrally, etherically. Like I had been trying to make a decision that was based on, the new transformed me, like being able to incorporate all avenues of myself into one um solid figure, which is my physical, and really trying to incorporate that and understand the different aspects of the journey. So I had been brooding over this decision, so I went into hermit mode, and I'm just in hermit mode, and I'm searching and I'm researching and I'm looking and I'm going back over information because I had never been in such an indecisive space where I really didn't know um, you know my left from my right at that time, where I really I wasn't confident in my decisions, because I was seeing patterns in my everyday life that was telling me like there's no way, you know what I'm saying? I feel like making this decision is really going against the grain, but that was my test right there to like, sometimes you do need to go against the grain. Sometimes doing the unexpected is really what propels you to where you need to be. So I wasn't expecting to have to make a decision in such a short amount of time, or maybe I thought that certain faded events could be avoided, but when you stand in your truth and you stand in your knowing and you're in your power, you know that certain decisions must be made. You know that certain things just have to be done, and there is no waiting on it, and last night I had got my first deja vu that I had gotten in a long time, and it was one of those deja vus where I stopped like, no, 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 no. This is signifying something in a timeline or something. There was a shift. I could feel it when I had this deja vu the other day. So I was like, you know what? When I went to bed last night, I said, hey Naj, hey Alexis. I said, when I went to bed last night, I meditated. I put my crystals out, and I really sat with myself, and I said, how I feel right now, this will be the last day that I'm indecisive. This is going to be the last day I'm just going to make the decision that I feel is best, and then we'll see how it plays out later. But I can't be in this indecisive space. I can't be in this space where I kind of want to make this leap, or I kind of want to take this jump, but I don't. And that's a problem, and I hadn't been in that indecisive space. And so of course there's like planetary things going on, and I kept looking at my chart, and I kept looking at different things, and it really just boiled down to, what is the back of my mind telling me? Like, I don't think we pay attention to the back of our mind. Like, I feel like I've went a lot of places, and I'd be like, boom, in the back of my mind, I knew I should have did things this way, that way, whatever. So long story short, last night when I was meditating, I said, I'm going to make this decision. It's going to be final by the time I wake up, and that's it, and I'm going with it. So when I woke up, I had my decision in my mind. Like, I knew what it was. I knew what I was going to do. And I knew if I didn't, then I wouldn't be standing, or I wouldn't be comfortable. I'll always be questioning what it is that I wanted to do, or I would always be questioning if I made the right move, and I can't do that. Like, I would rather take the risk than to be questioning if whether what I did was right, or any, like, at this moment, at this space and time, this is what's right for me, and I have to go with that. So I was seeing 222. And like I said, light codes always, when you see the synchronicities and you see the numbers, like, yes, they have a general meaning, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can look them up and look up those codes online and get that meaning, but the meaning for you is going to be specific to your life. So for me, I was seeing the 222, and I'm thinking, oh, harmony, like, I need to come into harmony, because I'm thinking 2 plus 2 plus 2, 2 times 3 is 6, whatever, 6. So something needs to be harmonious. Something is not harmonious, or something needs to come into harmony. And when I was looking at that too, I'm seeing because I always related to the tarot. So when I see 222 in those decks, it's like always a decision. It's always a crossroad. If you see the Two of Swords, you know you're at a crossroad. You see the Two of Wands, you know that's making a decision about the path you're gonna take. So the Two of Pentacles, that's juggling two physical things. So I was just seeing this 222, and I knew after having made that decision this morning that that's what the 222 is about. Make a fucking decision and stick to it, because this is having us falter, you know, in our creation. It makes us stagnant in our creation. So that Two of Swords is that stalemate, which is that crossroad that we come, you know, where we're indecisive. And I feel like that 222 was urging me to make a decision, so the universe could then help to follow along with the decision that I make. But in the indecision was creating that stagnancy. So I made my decision, and I feel good because I got the confirmation that I needed. And that in itself, really, look, I'm telling y'all, I was indecisive. I really was. And I just was in a space where I could not figure out what decision to make. You know what I'm saying? So when I finally just cleared my space of self, you know what I'm saying, and really eliminated all the emotions, all the distractions, and really sat with myself in the dark, in that space with just me and my mind, you know what I'm saying, nothing else. I didn't want to hear anything else. I didn't want to listen to anything. I had to really subtract myself from any type of media in that space, just so I could say, okay, let me make a clear decision, and let me make sure I'm making a decision that is mine, that is not someone else's, or that is not being directed by outside influences. I did what I needed to do for me in this space and time, and that helped me. So when I seen that 222, that showed me that a decision needs to be made. It's time to make a decision. You need to stick to it and be, you know, secure in that, because that's what that code meant for me. So if you're seeing it, I would assume at this space and time that you have decisions too that you need to make. And I'll go back over, you know, the spirit codes, which is the light number, the activation codes, the numbers, you know, the synchronicities, the number patterns, the whatever. I'll go back over the ones that I've encountered and what they've meant, like the 9/11, the 11/11, the 111, all those different type of synchronicities. I'll go back over that in another video, but this specifically came to me that you know, decisions needed to be made. And so hopefully that helps y'all where you're at. Alexa says she wrote herself a letter today about this. Yeah, no, for real, you definitely have to make it physical. So for me, writing it down and saying, this is what I'm doing, this is what, you know, and really having a loose guideline for my universe to follow. Like, I have to have a loose guideline around, like, okay, this is the end goal. I don't know all the steps in between, but this is the end goal. So as long as I can see what the end looks like, I can fill in the blanks in the in between. And the more you strengthen your mind, you're able to create what each of those steps look like, getting to that end result. But you don't get to color that in without outlining it first, you know. So you outline the picture. Like when we have our coloring books, you know what I'm saying, you can color a masterpiece in between them lines, but you have to be able to have the outline first. So write that outline of what it is that you're trying to do, and then color it in. But see that end goal, see the outline, at least know loosely what you're trying to do, at least know loosely, you know, if nothing else, where you're trying to go, or what, at least if you don't have all the steps in between, know what the end result is that you're trying to get to. A lot of people don't know the end result of what they're trying to get to. So or what they're trying to accomplish, period. Even if you have small goals set to achieve something, do that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, Alexis, when I see that 555 and that 777, 555, I think I told y'all that story before of my grandfather. I had made a decision to just do something, whether I had what I needed or not, you know. And when you look at 555, that's it adds up to end up being, you know, 6, you know, because everything is reduced to an individual number. So it ends up being 6, and it's the same thing with that harmonious changes, you know, making harmonious changes. So for me, I seen that 555, and I had decided at that point, like, it didn't matter if I didn't have what I needed at that point. I was still gonna move forward, because I felt like everything after that I needed would follow if I didn't have it at that time. So when I seen that 555, I told you I was at the airport and I was waiting to get on my airplane, and my grandfather ends up getting off the airplane that I was set to get on and ends up giving me $500 for my birthday. And I had took a leap of faith to go do an interview with, at the time, I had took a leap of faith. One of my friends had wanted to set me up on an interview with Kevin Hart's trainer as a massage therapist. And I had been like in this space where I wasn't working. I was trying to go back to school and stuff. And I'm like, I don't know if I can do that right now. I don't know if I can do that. And the homegirl's like, what? Like, this is this man's trainer. You really, you know what I'm saying? You really gonna, let something like not having enough money to kick it really stop you from this opportunity, And I was like, no, like, hell no, I'm not. And so at that point, it was like I left with $60 in my pocket and was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna go, because I didn't want to miss out on it by being scared that I didn't have enough or what I needed to get to that next point. As soon as I made the decision that I was gonna go regardless, help came in, and I was like, damn, and I really wasn't expecting that. I had decided that I was going to split this $60 60 ways if I had to, because I was going to that interview, which I did. I did interview with him, and it wasn't a fit for me, but it definitely boosted my confidence. Like, damn, okay, at least I know that I'm capable. At least I know that I got the abilities, and on this spiritual path, this is really about you boosting your abilities, being able to have confidence in your abilities and the things that we're creating. Like, some of us got some really super talented, things that we're not really paying attention to, or super talented in different areas, and we don't believe in ourselves enough to just take that leap of faith and do it, And so as a person that has to lead by example, yes, I had to take that leap of faith, and things that don't serve me, whether it be a job, people, places, or things, I have to let it go. But when I see those opportunities, also knowing that I need to jump on them too, because if you let something like not having enough stop you from a good opportunity, you will never get there. Or what we perceive to be having enough is really what's keeping us back, because you always got what you need. The earth's resources don't never run dry. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it'll be wherever, you'll have what you need wherever you go, so long as you align it with your higher self and what your purpose is, what you're supposed to do. So I feel like, make those decisions. Yeah, after you come into your knowing about a situation, it makes it a lot easier to deal with. But that's really what I wanted to share. I definitely, had to put in my notice today, and I got that confirmation right back real quick, after doing that. And so that was like beautiful for me, like one of the best things that I've gotten a confirmation in a while. You get those confirmations on the path, like those synchronicities, and you get that word or you get that offer to do something out the blue, and you like, oh no, this is right on time, and you do it. You definitely do it. So if y'all in that space, do it. We are in Sagittarius season, and I feel like fire signs is about that action. We've been in enough emotional and enough of a emotional period. A lot of us have been in that Scorpio energy, and oh gosh, everything had been slow, and we was really feeling, and they say that this is how it is every time around this time of year, and maybe our awareness just wasn't there. Like, this is what we deal with at this time. But yeah, being aware of the energy definitely felt different. But now we in that action, and I feel like everything right now is about that fucking action. I don't know about anybody else, but it's like some of us is tired of sitting still. Some of us is tired of not, being able to really act on that which we're trying to bring to life. We're trying to make some of our projects, more animated, and it's time for that. It's definitely time to step into a higher calling. It's time to step into what feels good, and I really want everybody to be feeling that. Peace, Philip. So yeah, I feel like it's definitely time for that action. Like, who's that? Marshawn Lynch say, I'm about that action. Like, I don't really have much to say. At this point, I'm just ready to make moves in all areas of my life and really let the work speak for itself. And I hope that everybody is, feeling that way. Yeah, I'm telling you. And that's why I came here, hopefully to give other people that confirmation, because I know I'm not the only one who have been feeling that energy, and it's not typical of me to be indecisive. So when I'm seeing this, I'm knowing like, no, it's definitely something coming. And I feel like a lot of us who are at that space where we're having to take that leap of faith, there is something coming. I'm going to claim it. I'm going to affirm that. I'm going to command that now that I've taken my leap of faith, I am ready for something bigger. I'm ready for more abundance. I can now hold and integrate more abundance into my life because I freed myself of so much other energy that wasn't serving me. Now I have more space to be able to utilize my abundance. And I think too, now that I've learned that because I'm abundant doesn't mean that we always have to give our abundance away. Because I'm so grateful and because I'm so abundant in the things that I feel like spirit sends or allows, me to be able to have in my everyday life, just peace of mind being number one. You know what I'm saying? It's a blessing to be able to have that peace of mind. It's bliss to have that peace of mind, and that I'm grateful for. And I understand that, I don't always have to give that away. We don't always have to. Sometimes your abundance is for you, and people need to understand that too. When you get a blessing, sometimes that is just for you. And I use blessing loosely. It could be whatever you think of as some type of gift or present. Whenever you get a present, you know what I'm saying? Because being in your awareness, being present, that is a gift in itself. And I feel like when we get that abundance, you know what I'm saying, we are always so quick to say, here, let me share, this, and let me give this away and everything, because we're so kind and we have so much, and we know as spiritual people it's coming, it's always coming, it's always here. There's no way for me to lose my abundance. It's always going to be here. There's no way for me to lose what it is that is already mine, you know what I'm saying? So we always willingly give, but sometimes it's okay to say, let me cultivate what I was given. Let me hold on to what was given to me. Let me be grateful for my abundance, and let me turn that, and multiply that. Multiply your abundance before you give it away. Multiply your abundance before you give it away. You know what I'm saying? Because some of these things that you are granted are simply just for you. Some rewards that we get for simply doing what we were told to do and directed to do on this path that you directed yourself to do as your higher self into that which is your physical vessel, those rewards that you get for listening to that intuition, for paying attention to what was going on in the back of your mind when you were interacting or having an experience or observing an experience as a light body, you know what I'm saying? When you're in that space, hold on to that abundance. Hold on to that. Because there are different times on your path where you're simply being rewarded for doing what you were told. You're simply being rewarded for being in the right place at the right time. And that's what you're supposed to cultivate that. Hey y'all, sorry, I don't even be paying, I've been trying to pay attention to the comments. But no, I just wanted to definitely give that to y'all. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling affirmed. I'm feeling confirmed, and I feel like we have to get back to that. I'm telling you, Alexis, it synced with me too. I'm telling you, it's factual. I had went as soon as I made this decision. Foolish post. That's what it was. Masterly Foolish posted. After I had already got the confirmation to come in and drop these codes on y'all about the 222. And I was saying, putting the video off, like I'm gonna do it later. I'm gonna do it at a different time. I don't know if everybody's in alignment with where I'm at and everything. And Spirit's like, no, whenever you know what I'm saying, we give you this information, you in alignment. So go ahead and put it forth. And I just happened to be at my desk and I see that Foolish had posted. So before I, went to have this conversation that I needed to have, I see this video. And she literally, it was his most recent video. So y'all can go over there and still see. And she literally called out what it is that I do. And I was like, Oh, so y'all talking to me? Oh, this was for me? You know what I'm saying? And when spirit get loud like that, that's when you need to pay attention. When spirit start giving you specifics, you know what I'm saying? I done been to, plenty of videos where I'm listening and I get into the video and spirit say something like, no, I'm talking to you. You know what I'm saying? You, Ashley. It's you that need to make a decision. You, Rodney, you need to make a decision. You, Kelsey, you know what I'm saying? And you like, how the oh goodness, here we go. So they probably it's gonna be a bunch of games played before I can really finish this video. You see, we starting to spark up. The sun was coming out and everything, but it's all good. We came here with a specific purpose. I hope that this video really touched and reached those that it needed to touch and reach, and I hope that y'all got the confirmations that you needed to make them damn decisions and stop playing. Spirit tells me that some of y'all need to wash y'all cars. For a select few people, I don't know why they just came up, that some people could use a good cry, and once you get that cry out, go ahead and do what you need to do. Okay, once you get that, little bit of cleansing, whatever it is you got to do to cleanse your energy and sift through your auric field a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Snap the fuck out of it, and it's go time. I'm telling y'all now, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes I see, when the energy is up and when the energy is low, and I'm feeling like people's energies is low, and it's like, see, they gonna cut me off, but it's like, get that cleansing, get that energy that you need, you know what I'm saying? Get that energy up and moving. Some of y'all need to go to the gym, okay? And really go to the gym just for a little bit. It don't matter how long. Go run on the treadmill. Get your body moving. Your body needs to be in the same place that your mind is. When your mind is running, your physical body needs to be moving too, so that your physical body has a chance to energize all day. Yeah, but you was not physically moving, pushing that energy, moving it around. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to keep no energy stuck. Hello? Can y'all hear me? See, I don't know. Sometimes it get to playing games. Like I said, clean out your car. You know what I'm saying? If your mind been blocked, if your mind has been, unclear, okay? See, and I know it keeps cutting up because they don't, look, I ain't gonna worry about it. Anyway, keep your energy high. See, the sun coming out. That's what I'm saying. You can y'all hear me? Look at that. And it's 222 again. And it's 222 where I'm at. And it's 222 where I'm at. It's 222 where I'm at. Soon as I start getting into it, soon as I really start picking up that energy, it's like always something. But that's okay. It don't matter, because you cannot stop what was ordained. So like I said, when your mind is running, if you go have a good run, that's why it clears your mind, because your physical body was able to integrate the information that was running through your mind, and you were able to clear that energy. So it's good to go ahead and get that physical body moving when your mental body ain't working, because they work together. Train the mind and the body will follow. But if you train your body, then your mind will know that we all in. Hey y'all, so I'm telling y'all, I just had to put, I can't, sometimes it just won't let me, it just won't let me finish what I'm cooking up, what I got going on. Like Philip said, as soon as I start getting excited, as soon as it start getting hot up in here, you know what I'm saying, the energy start changing and things like that. I came here for that reason specifically. I came here to specifically be able to tell y'all about those codes, specifically to tell y'all get y'all asses up and start moving, get your energy back where it need to be. I don't give a damn what you gotta listen to or what you got. So everything is a reflection. How your bedroom looks, how, everything around your house, these are all reflections of your state of mind. So your car, my car being my main vehicle, you know what I'm saying? I have to keep it clean. I have to make sure I take care of it because this is what I'm spending most of my time in. And it's a reflection of where I am mentally, physically, emotionally, astrally, etherically at that moment. So this is the vehicle that is, carrying me, and I have to look around my space and make sure that everything's solid, that I'm not. And we back. Look at this sun, y'all. I swear to God. I wish y'all could really understand. Like, I'm just hoping that everything is making sense, that it's all coming together. You know what I'm saying? And I would not encourage y'all to make no. Okay, y'all. I love y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here because apparently, I'm not going to be able to finish anyway, but I hope that definitely did amazing things for you and that it helped you in some way, shape, form, or fashion. Things in your psyche, into your awareness, so we can know how we create either deliberate